am I frozen? Hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. That's better. Sorry for being frozen there for a second. I don't know what's going on. But hey everyone, welcome back to stream. I hope you all are having an absolutely lovely Sunday fun day, or if it's already Monday where you are, I hope you all are having a lovely start to your week. Um, One thing I will say starting out is that I'm sorry for canceling stream yesterday. It was not my planning at all. I had just gotten a really bad headache and I was like, okay, I need to like sleep this off. And I had set an alarm to sleep it off. And then my alarm did not go off. And then I woke up and it was like 11 p.m. And I was like, oh dear, this is not the way I thought it was going to be. So I apologize for canceling stream last night. Did not mean to do that, but I'm glad that you all are here with me today, and I hope we can have a relaxing day. So we're playing some Final Fantasy XIV today. The only two things on my agenda, let's see, is I want to do some more leveling because I've decided to level my last class, which is Monk, which is very confusing. I don't know what I'm doing with it half the time. Um, but I'm just pressing random buttons right now, and like hopefully that'll get me to where I need to get me. But I also wanted to like show you guys a little bit of like hunts in Final Fantasy 14. I've explained it a little bit on streaming before. But I wanted to show you guys a little bit more in depth about what goes into them today. So like for example, right now I'm at the site of like an S rank, right? And we're all waiting to pull it, and it's just pulled. Um, so I wanted to show you guys a little bit of hunts because this is something that I've started doing a lot in stream. Not in stream, but some I've just started doing a lot in game because it's something that's like a thing no matter what, whether it's between patches or something else. And it's a real good way to keep yourself entertained and stuff during patches, in between patches. So after I'm done with doing some leveling stuff, I was gonna show you guys some stuff that goes into S ranks and spawning S ranks and stuff like that, and maybe explaining a little bit more about hunting. Basically, it's just another little thing that I found in game that I like, that I would just like to share with everyone else. Nope, bad call. Oh, the Tempest on Famfrit. Sign me up, baby. But yeah, so that's just what it'll be like today. Just going around showing different hunts, and then in between that, leveling as well. But basically, the hunts that we're looking for right now, are basically called S ranks. And so S ranks, I've talked about it before, are hunt marks that require a lot of work. So basically, everything else in game, whether it's like a B rank or an A rank, basically all the lower ranks, those are all marks that spawn, in an area after some time, and then they have a cooldown, and then they'll spawn in again. So, like for example, B ranks will spawn in like way quicker. A ranks will take a little bit more time, um, and such like that. But with S ranks, right, while they do technically have a cooldown, like it's not going to spawn exactly right after it just spawned, they have certain conditions that must be met before they actually will appear. And these conditions can range from having to kill a certain number of enemies in a zone, to having to travel around with like a minion out, to catching a certain type of fish, to gathering a certain type of um, mineral or whatever, a certain type of like gathering thing, to even jumping off a cliff. Um, So yes, they require a lot of um work. Sometimes it can take hours to spawn something. I've been getting into helping out S rank spawning, and it can genuinely take a very long time. Sometimes it can take hours. Sometimes it'll just spawn just like that. It's partially dependent on luck, and dedication. So yeah. It takes a lot, but I really enjoy um but I really have gotten into spawning them, especially because with doing hunts like this, you can unlock certain achievements, and with those achievements come titles and mounts and stuff like that. And then there's also a lot of cool stuff you can get with the currency from it. So again, it is something I definitely recommend. Um, no. But yeah, so basically, for example, this hunt, for example, what's this hunt called again? This hunt's called Gun It. And this dude spawns when you get hit by one of like it's like one of the monsters here will do like a certain like move, and so this one will spawn upon someone getting hit with that move. Now again, it's a chance, right? So it's not going to be an automatic um thing as soon as it happens. But yeah, so for example, for this dude, in order to spawn him, you would just have to get hit with the same move by an enemy over and over and over and over again, and then maybe it'll show up. It's quite funny though, because again, some of these moves can be triggered by people by accident. Um, so it's kind of funny when like it'll get triggered by someone, and then someone will be out here and they'll be like, "What's going on?" And it's just like, "Oh yeah, this one's triggered because of, so and so." Because of the fact that some of these can be triggered by doing like activities that everybody else does. Sometimes if you're gathering, something could pop up and you're like, "The fuck." Um, and yeah. So that's how it works with hunting. And you're probably like, then what's the point of doing this? And again, it you can get cool rewards and a cool title with it. But otherwise, it's just another fun thing to do. Otherwise, but you do get stuff from it, so it's not like it's entirely something um that is like completely rewardless, I guess. It's not something completely rewardless. Everything has a reward. But that person literally looks like they are from Kingdom Hearts with the red outfit and the yellow shoes they have on. But yeah. Okay. There we go. There it goes. So the one thing you probably noticed me doing is I wasn't really hitting the thing. So here's the thing about these S ranks. They have a lot of HP, so they are designed to be hit with a large group of people. But so many people show up to these hunts. So typically, the best thing to do is to hit it a couple of times or maybe once and then to back off, especially if you're in a party, you're going to get full credit when you're with more people. So what I do especially is I'll be play as a healer and I'll hit it like maybe once or twice because I don't have a lot of DPS as a healer, and then I'll just do a bunch of healing because it's also based off of enmity. So the more times I heal someone, the more enmity everyone will generate, and then the more guaranteed credit we'll get. So that's what I usually do to let other people get their hits in. Let me see here. Now, stuff might spawn when I'm in a dungeon, but I need to do. Leveling stuff anyway. But yeah, I started playing Monk, and I'll be honest, I kind of don't know what I'm doing with it most of the time. Still, it's really confusing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's very confusing. It's just I'm so used to like having a simple 1 2 3 combo with a melee class, but these things have like so many forks and with the forms, and I'm like, this is just very confusing. I kind of don't like it. But I really want the Amara mount because it looks so cute. So, and I'm like, I don't feel like paying $20 for what is it? I think like a job skip is like what, $20 or whatever. I'm like, I'm not paying $20 for a job skip. I don't feel like it. Have I before? Yes, on an alt, but I'm not doing it this time. Like, no. So this is where we're at, but we're DPS, so it is very long queue and all that stuff. But yeah, that's basically how hunts kind of work. So like, this is the different currency they have for the hunts. So Allied Seal is from A Realm Reborn ranks. Centurio seals are from Heaven's Sword and Stormblood ranks, and Sacks of Nuts are from um, Shadowbringers and Endwalker ranks. So most likely next expansion we'll be getting a new currency. What it'll be, who knows? But yeah. But yeah, you can get a lot of cool stuff. One thing that I mostly spend my seals on are allied are seals on. After I got like all the minions and stuff, because there's like cute little minions. And then mounts too. But after, after I got all those, I was just like, well, what else am I gonna get? Um, so I get Aetheryte tickets over here. And yeah, they're still very helpful. I have not paid for I have like my Aetheryte ticket set to like a certain amount so that I'm not spending a lot of money when I'm like teleporting somewhere far, and it's very helpful in saving gil. Because the gil from all those teleports and stuff like really add up, so it's very helpful when I'm saving gil and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's not pictured, but let me see what mounts. There was one or two mounts I know. For example, the Vern mount, this one is from hunts. And then there's a couple emotes you can also get from hunts. But for example, this mount is from a hunt. What was another mount hunt? This mount was from Sacks of Nuts, so those are from hunts. Which one? These are not like, I wish these were sorted by expansion, but they're kind of not. Where is my dinosaur? Oh, here we go. This one also is from Sacks of Nuts. This one was added. This was from this was added with Endwalker, but this one's also from a Sacks of Nuts. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can be found. And then even if you get to all that and you're like, okay, but is there anything else like after that? Or can I stop? Well, it's up to you. You could stop doing the hunts after that. But you can still trade a lot of other useful stuff like materia, um, things to like augment your gear, especially for end game and stuff. Um, Levi's KB has been pinged. KB. Um, oh, Kaiser Behemoth. Okay, that's Heaven's Sword. But yeah. So those are super duper. So there's a bunch of things you can get. Um, Let me go to Old Charlene real quick. I gotta show you guys all this stuff because there's like absolutely nothing else I can do because they're waiting for this long ass queue. So you go down to Scholar's Harbor and you go on over to this person. Um, and so this person's like, so you can exchange sacks of nuts ears. For here was the mount. This was an accessory, so there was wings. There's a minion. Here's an outdoor furnishing. There's an orchestrion roll. This stuff is used for augmenting gear. And then a bunch of materia down here. So whether you're someone who uses materia because you do savage raiding or you just sell it, that's always a good thing. One thing they do also do for hunts is they also have individual bills. So like for example, you don't always necessarily have to like join a hunt train or something for them. You can also get ranks out here like these. So for example, there's a weekly rank that's posted each week that'll get you like 100 of like whatever. So for example, we have this one that's an Ultimate Thule, and these are designed to be soloed because you can accept them yourselves. So basically, the mark will only appear once you accept the bill. Hyperion S rank. Bad flag. Please ignore the previous. Oh well, my queue popped, so I can't show you guys now. But I'll basically show you what it's like after we get back from this dungeon. Because you can do, there are certain hunt ranks that you can do like solo, you know. Oops, I forgot to set up my adventures. I forgot to set up my what's it? My duty portrait. Don't look, it's ugly. Um, but yeah, once I'm finished with this dungeon, I'll show you guys how that hunt like works. But now that I have the bill, you can go out hunting. And it's not like you're actually hunting for them because one, the game will tell you if you're close, and also two, people have marked out all their spots because they'll only spawn onto certain areas. Like it's not like it's completely random. So you know, you can just look at a map and be like, oh, okay, this is where it's gonna be. So you just kind of fly around, and then you'll eventually like get a little message saying, you, oops, excuse me, you sense your mark to like the northwest or something, and then you know that it's there. But for some odd reason, it only really tells you that like after getting super close to it. So then it's just like, well, this is kind of useless, but thanks, I guess. Um, but um, but yeah. Besides that, I just use maps that people have made online and stuff. Very useful. But yeah, it's like I've gotten into hunts like around last year, I guess. Before then, I would just join hunt trains for A ranks because I was working on relics and I needed a lot of like poetic tomestones, right? And I'm like, oh, how do I get more? Because I've already done all like my daily roulettes for the day and I don't want to just keep on running dungeons over and over. So people said hunt trains are good ones because you also get poetics and tomestones and stuff from each of the hunt ranks, not just hunt currency. Um, so it's like, oh, okay, that's nice. Um, so that's why I decided to get into doing hunt trains. And then so and then I was like, okay, let me start going to S ranks. And then I was like, okay, now I want to help out with S ranks, and that's how where we kind of got where we got. Can somebody tell me why Monk with AoE combos, right? All the Monk AoE combos, right, is in a circle, right? Because it's like enemies near you, right? And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But then the very last one, like Howlin' Fist, like the one that's from your like chakras like stuff. How come that one's in a straight line? Why? Who decided to like be like, okay, let's just let them not have all of their AoEs be in the same. Like I don't care if an AoE is like circular or if it's in a straight line. But just keep them all uniform on a job, you know? Like if a job has a straight line, make all the AoEs straight line. Or make all the AoEs circular. Can you move it back? Can you move it back? Can you move it back a little? Okay. But yeah, I really do suck at Monk, so I've kind of just been hitting random buttons and oh no. Got my little tool. Have no, okay. I also don't play melee classes often because I just don't like positionals. I think I've talked about how much I hate positionals before, and it's just no fun. It's just I'm just like I'm not having a good time right now. I'm not having a good time with positionals because I'm like, why do I need to move all over the dig damn place? It's just not like a fun, super fun time. Which one are we moving to? Okay, we're moving to this one. Ooh. Um, but yeah, so those are our hunts. So I wanted to do a stream today because I know I was gonna stream Yakuza, but I wasn't feeling. Why did I freeze again? Oh my goodness. I don't know what exactly is up with. I don't know if it's a Steam issue. It's like glitching. But gosh darn it, that's gonna be an annoying thing to deal with all day today if my model just keeps stopping starting. Um, but yeah, I hope everyone's having a nice day. I am feeling better from yesterday, but yeah, I was really annoyed because yesterday I just got like a massive headache, and I was like, no, why? It's like weird because I went to the movies yesterday. Oh, that reminds me what I wanted to talk about on yesterday's stream. But I went to go see the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I loved it. It was so much fun. It was very very fun. I thought it was very fun. I enjoyed it. Um, Also, I hadn't been to the movies in so long. I forgot how fucking expensive the food is at the movies because I was like, I went there and I was like, okay, let me get the combo, and the combo was fucking $17, and I was like, more popcorn and a soda, $17. Um, but anywho, I went to the movies, and it was fun. It was fun. I love the movie. It's like really fun seeing all the little like Easter eggs and stuff. Like I just thought that that was super duper cool. Um and such. And I was just like, "Wow, it's so cool." Like it was like so funny cuz like I was literally in my seat like at the Easter eggs, and I'd be going like, "Oh my gosh, it's that character." And like I'd just be looking around and I'm just like, "Oh, no one else is also being like, "Oh my gosh." But yeah, it was a super good movie. I enjoyed it. The voice acting was very good. I think it was a pleasant surprise because I know everyone was gonna be like, I don't know if the voice acting is gonna be so good, but it was actually pretty good. You know, and is it? I'm trying to think. But yeah, it was pretty good. I would say the only person's like I would say the only like performance I thought was a little bit off was maybe like Seth Rogen's performance of Donkey Kong. I didn't even realize that he was casted as Donkey Kong until like when the movie came out, and I was like, "Oh, Okay. Because I'm just like, it's like Seth Rogen. Like, I had no clue that he was casted in the movie, honestly. And I was like, okay, I guess that's cool or whatever. I mean, he was okay as his performance, but I would definitely say out of like the entire cast, he was definitely the one that was not as strong because, in my opinion, I kind of just felt like he was playing Seth Rogen instead of Donkey Kong. Like, it was still a funny performance, but at the same time, I was just like, it just feels like he's Donkey Kong. He just feels like he's not Donkey Kong that much, I guess. Um, yeah. But you know what? That was not the worst part of the movie, and even with that, it was still quite enjoyable, and I liked it a lot. I would go see it a second time myself. But it was a very fun movie. I liked it a lot. Um, I know some people were just like, we should have a sequel, and I'm like, I don't know if it should be a sequel, but I guess if they want to make, I mean, I guess depending on if they want to do more, they could, right? Like, I think that would be fun, possibly, but I don't know. I was pretty content with the way it ended, and it was a very fun, movie. Um, Liked it a lot. 10 out of 10. Recommend. So if you're wondering, should I go see this movie? You definitely should. It has my stamp of approval. I hadn't been to the movies in such a long time. The next movie I'm probably gonna go see in theaters is like the Barbie movie because I definitely want to see that movie. 100% for sure. I want to see the Barbie movie. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait for the Barbie movie to come out. That's another movie I'm looking forward to that I will be in theaters for. Yes, yes. Um, because like I don't really go to the movies that often, being completely honest. I'm not necessarily much of a movie person to be fair. Oh. But I enjoyed it 100%. Recommend. It was so much fun. It was just super duper fun. Um, but yeah, I was just reminded about how expensive movie snacks are, and I'm like, God damn. And it's like I know why they're that expensive because I worked at a movie theater before, and like I know the reason why is because movie theaters they're purposely designed this way, and I think it's stupid. But it's like basically they make no money off of the tickets. That all goes to I don't know. Like the way that it was described in my job, was my old job as like a cashier at a movie theater, is that it was either goes to corporate or it goes to the movie studios or whatever, but like it does not go to the workers themselves. So basically, all the money is made from food. So that's why it's like so fucking expensive because all that money is literally meant to be paying the workers, which sucks, I think. But it's just the way that it's like this across the industry, no matter what company you go to, and I'm just like absolutely crazy. Like even though I found out the reason why, I was like, that's really shitty. And it also was super annoying because it would be like the amount of times I got sent home because they would be like, we ain't making enough money in food, so you're gonna have to take you off. So go home. And I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? But yeah, so that's why I'm just like, gosh darn. It's like, okay, no wonder they want people to it's like no wonder they want people to buy food so much. But yeah, I was like, I definitely have to buy it because it's just like I definitely want popcorn when I go to the movies, but it's like, gosh darn it, that's expensive. It's like, gosh darn it, because it's like I think next time I'm gonna go, I'm just gonna get some nachos because those were exponentially cheaper. But like, it's just like I don't know how the only way that you can like get cheaper is if you like get their movie club membership or whatever. And I'm like, I don't watch movies enough to like, you know, justify this. So I was just like, no, I won't be doing that. But it was a nice movie theater. It was like a very small movie theater, like very local. But like they had reclining seats, and like they had nice reclining seats. I'm talking about you could recline like all the way back in them. And I was just like, ooh, this is nice. Like I put up my feet and I was just like, ooh, this is nice. I was comfortable, like, you know, almost 2 hours or whatever, because that's how long the movie was. I'm like, this is comfortable. This is nice. Okay. But yeah, I just put on my feet, I relaxed, and it was a very fun movie. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. Um, but yeah, I don't really have any complaints besides like maybe Seth Rogen's like performance wasn't as good as it could be. But then I remember seeing like a interview with him where he said like specifically that he was not going to like, I don't know. Where he specifically said he was not going to voice act as anyone else. He was not going to pretend to put on any sort of like different voice besides his own voice. And I was kind of like, okay, that's weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like as a voice actor for a character, if you're just going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to like put on my normal voice, I'm like, that's boring. How? Can this thing stop attacking me? Jeez. There we go. But I was just like kind of like, okay, whatever, it's this person's choice, you know. Okay, I need to do my Judy portrait. So one second now. I'm like, I cannot keep going in here with these. I cannot keep going in here with some raggedy ass portrait. Where's the thing where I can import from Adventurer's Plate? Character's expression is not in frame, but the character's expression is in frame though. Okay, edit portrait. Alright, let me do the victory one though. No, the victory one for Monk is so cute. Okay, 1 second. Wait, I gotta pause it at the right same time. Mm. Alright, that's a little bit better. Let me queue up for another random dungeon next. But oh wait, I gotta show you guys how you do a normal B rank hunt by yourself. Alright, so first we go to the location where it's gonna be at. So we'll go to Rhea Terra here. What's here? These are A ranks. These are B ranks. Here you go. This one's only in a couple places. So basically we have our little rank here. So if you pull up your inventory, you have your hunt bill right here. Right. Alright. So this lucky little thing, luckily, can only appear in like 4 different places. Which is a nice thing. Some of them can appear in like multiple places and you have to fly all over the dig damn place trying to like fucking find it. And then, alright. Oh, we got lucky. Here it is. Alright. I like to summon my chocobo alongside me to make it go quicker. And then you just start, you know, attacking it. I don't know why the hell I chose a healer. Um, Probably force of habit when I do hunts. Um, but don't worry, my dear Prompto can help me. But yeah, basically you just fight the hunt yourself. Oh, don't mind all those messages on screen, by the way. That's just those are just my retainers completing their ventures. There we go. And we complete our objective and we get our nuts and a little bit of some gil. And that's how you do it. Um, but yeah, they have like weekly ones, they have daily ones. I usually just do the weekly ones. I don't do the daily ones because the daily ones give like so little currency that I personally feel like it's not worth it. So I just do the weekly ones, but they have weekly ones for each expansion that you can do, and then they reset with like the weekly reset, like how everything that has that weekly reset resets. All right. But yeah, our goal today is that after I get done with my dailies, then I'll focus on doing hunt ranks. And so you guys will see me doing like some active spawn in hunt ranks and stuff like that. Um, but yeah. So that's mostly what it's gonna be like today. But besides that, it's gonna be absolutely chill. Um, but yeah. I definitely will get back to playing Yakuza. It's just, you know, it's a fun game and I am liking the story so far. It's just I'm not so used to action RPGs. So I'm like literally sitting here just like, "Oh my gosh, I am getting beat into fucking shreds over here." And I'm like, "Oops." All right, retainers. Let's see what you've come back for me. Mostly weapons, but sometimes they're housing items, which I can sell, so that's what I like. Yeah, mostly a lot of weapons, but some of it is gear. For example, I'll sell this housing item. A wondrous window. You thought it was a door, but it's actually a window. Yeah, well, I'll sell that. Someone else will want it. Oh, I got a map. I just wanted to decipher that. I'll go hunt it later. But yeah. So now we just kind of wait around for the roulette to come around. Ooh, I need to like trade in some of my things for materia. I have so many clusters from hunts because hunt trains basically get you a shit ton of clusters. So all of this, these are from like Shadowbringers and before, so like they just sell for kind of whatever. But these is what I'm really concerned about because I can't wait to make bank. Because when 6.4 comes out, that's going to be the last Savage tier raids. So that'll be the last like time of like making major gil. So before like 7.0 comes around. So yeah, I want to make lots of gil because I do have a house. It's just not built yet. Okay, it's like in the process of being built. I mean, I don't think I showed you guys my house yet, actually. Oh, wait, I can show you guys what it looks like. Cause I did win a medium plot, so I can show you guys like kind of what it looks like. um afterwards. But yeah, I got a nice little medium plot in oh shoot, in Imperium, the Ishgard housing district. I literally forgot the name of it for a second. I was just like, oh wait, what's the name of it? But yeah, I was honestly surprised because here's the thing. It was a plot, it was a medium plot that was up for auction to both private and like free companies. So the thing is with free company housing is that multiple people in your free company can like you know, pull on the housing that way. So essentially, you know, the free company has more chances of winning because multiple people can like roll on it in their free company. So I was like super duper surprised when I won. So I was just like, what? I wasn't even thinking of winning, but I had just like gotten enough money to like bet on a medium. So I was just like, oh my gosh, why not? I guess so. But yeah, I won it, and I was just like, what? That's crazy. Oh, yeah. So it's a really nice plot. My goal is to turn it into like an onsen, but like I just haven't. I've been like so lazy with like decorating it, so I need to make sure that I do that. I've been really lazy with like decorating it, so I need to actually get into doing that. But yeah, besides that, it's a really nice plot though, so I'm still like kind of like, what? I can't believe I got this nice looking plot. I was like, wow, there goes my luck for like however long because I was like, I had been like in the house lottery ever since that lottery like opened like all the way back in like 6.1. I have literally been in fucking every single fucking lottery ever, man. Like, I was getting desperate. And like the thing is that I was only betting on like the small houses too. I wasn't betting on like the big ass houses because I know that everyone was gonna be betting on the big ass houses. So I was just trying to bet on the smaller ones, and like it was still crazy, man. I was like, is no one gonna open this door? But yeah, so I'm like, okay. I really want a house in Shirogane, but like it's just impossible, man. So many people want a house over there, and I was just like, man, forget this. We are not getting a house in this place. It just sucks because I did not want to move to Imperium, but it was like the only place I could because, you know, it was like new and stuff. So like it wouldn't have as much people yet. But I was like, okay, I guess we're going to Imperium then. Even though I was a little bit annoyed my end, I was just like, oof. I was just like, how dare they do this to me? But so happy to get a nice little place now. Oop. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys are probably looking at my performance if there are any fancy people out there being like, gosh, this girl sucks at fucking monk. And you're absolutely right. I suck at this thing. But hey, like they say, you don't need to be good at a game to enjoy it, right? Right. You don't need to be good at a game to enjoy it. It's like people be like, why are you enjoying this thing? Why do you do it if you ain't good in it? I'm like, just because I'm not good in it doesn't mean I'm not having fun. Are you good? Oh, you're still rolling on loot. I was just like, they coming? But yeah. It is what it is. Hey Luna. Oh yes, hey Lily. No. Not really, but I'm out here. I ain't having much fun with Mug. No. But we surviving. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say the animations for this job don't look cool because I do think the animations for the job looks cool. It's just there's too many lit up buttons. There's too many choices. There's too many choices. And I'm just like, I got choice anxiety. Too many choices. Oof, let me get out of this frostbite. Too many choices. And too many positionals. There's 2 positionals. Well, that's 1 too many. But I hope you're having a nice little Sunday. They say Sunday fun day. Sunday fun day. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about the adult stuff that I have to get done, and I'm just like, I don't feel like getting this stuff done, but I need to get this stuff done. I hate adulting so much. I have to go get fingerprinted for my Japan stuff because they're like, you need to do a background check, and I'm like, cool. And they're like, we need your fingerprints, and I'm like, cool. And so I called my police station. They're like, no, we don't do that, but you can go to the sheriff's office. And I'm like, whoa. So I gotta go all the way to the sheriff's office. I'm like, cool. I too wish I could just be a Banui and nap because I'm like, I can't do all this. This is too much. Please just let me nap for 1,000 years. But I have to go do that. And fingerprinting is so freaking expensive. Check to change my name. Oh, that's so weird. Like, I don't get that though. Are they like trying to make sure you're not a criminal? Because they don't like, you're not changing your name because you're a criminal, are you? And it's like, no. No, I'm not a criminal. I just want a fucking name change. I mean, I know I have to get a criminal background check because they're just like, because they're like, we need to make sure that you're not a criminal being accepted into this program. I just want to change my name. And I'm like, I'm not a criminal. Because, like, I would have to disclose that on my application anyway. Like, I wouldn't have been able to make it this far if I was a criminal in the program. But they're like, you need one. And I'm like, fine. But I have to go get fingerprinted at, like, an FBI office. I have to get, like, FBI fingerprinted. And I'm just like, I have to drive all the way to this one place. Well, not drive. I'm literally taking an Uber or a Lyft because there's no bus routes along that location. Go all the way to the sheriff's office. Be like, hey, I need to get fingerprinted. Luckily, they take walk-ins, right? So I'm like, okay, that's good because I did not feel like making an appointment. But I'm like, this is annoying though because I have to do this on a certain day. I'm like, I doubt they're going to be open on a Saturday. I think they only open Monday through Friday, which makes sense. But I'm like, I work. I'm like, ugh, this is so inconvenient. Ah. So I need to take like a day off and y'all move. Okay, y'all weren't gonna move. I was gonna move. I don't know why y'all didn't move. Those were not stack markers. But yeah, that's annoying. And then also for me, because I'm bringing in medication into Japan and I'm bringing like more than like a month's supply or whatever, because I'm like, I don't know if I can get my medication in Japan. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, I don't think I can. So I think I need to bring like my own medication. So I have to fill out a form for each medication. And I'm like, uh-huh. And then I was at the doctor's like last week and I had to take a bunch of tests because they needed to. I was just like, oh. Yeah, I take medication, so that's why I need them to be like, "Hey yo, here is my form," and they're like, "You better bring that form because if you don't, you're gonna have to toss your medication." And I'm like, "Oh no." It honestly depends on the country. For example, the only reason why I need to fill out a form is because I'm bringing in more than like a year's, more than like 1 month's like worth and stuff. Like, so like if you're just visiting for like wait maybe like a couple weeks or something, and you don't have to bring in a lot, then it's fine. It's like it's each country has its own thing. Japan has its own thing where it's just like you need to fill out a form for every single one you're bringing, and then stuff like that. So it just depends on the country, but um, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if the drugs that I have are available in Japan though. They're legal in Japan, thankfully, but I don't know if they're available in Japan. So I'd be able to easily get a prescription from there. Probably have to Google that, but I'm like, because the only thing is that because I know some people are like, oh well, I'll just bring like a year's worth supply, and I'm just like, a year's worth supply could like kill my bank account. That thing's gonna combust. That's why. But like a year's worth could kill my bank account. Like I can't just go and like say, hey, can I buy a bunch of this? Because my insurance is gonna be like, but you're not due for a refill. And I'm like, well, no, but I have extenuating circumstances. And they're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna be like, fuck you. Um, so it would be nice if Japan had my thing. Cause I'm like, well, people in Japan have diabetes. So I'm just like, I'm like, well, people in Japan get diabetes, right? Like me and my doctor are trying to make sure that my sugar is controlled before, as best as it can be before I go. But like, I'm like, do they have metformin over there? Cause like I'm just, oh wait, I'm diabetic. Yep, been diabetic since 2021. But it's pretty. I say I'm doing pretty well. I just take a weekly injection and then. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm type 2 though, so like I wasn't born with it. Um, I developed it later, but yeah, I got diagnosed back in 2021. It runs in my family, so I'm not really necessarily surprised because my dad was diabetic, my grandma was diabetic, a bunch of people on my mom and dad's side, like grandparents wise, is diabetic. I guess it kind of depends. Like, if you're someone born with it, you definitely have most likely type 1. So, like, you don't really produce any insulin at all. And then if you're type 2, the issue is that you do produce insulin, but it's just oftentimes not enough to keep up with the sugar intake in your stuff. Um, so like that's the one that I have is that I make insulin, but it's not enough to keep up with the amount of sugar that I'm taking in, so my body doesn't have enough insulin to break down the sugar. So I take medication. So at first I was on insulin. Gosh, right, family. Yeah. Yeah, diabetes runs in some family. So in my family, I was already kind of predisposed to it, but I was not eating my best when I entered college. So I'm like kind of not surprised that I ended up getting it because I'm like, I was not eating really well in college. Um, but yeah, but basically it's been doing really good because like my A1C has went from 12.9 was where it was when I was first diagnosed, and it's gone all the way down to 5.7. It's at 6.0 right now. Actually, it went up a little bit, but it's pretty impressive. I think from where I had been. So I used to take insulin, once a day, and then I also took like a medicine called metformin, like before my meals, not before, after my meals, to help with digesting it and stuff. And then once my A1C went down a little bit more and my sugar went down, my doctor switched over from insulin to another medicine called Trulicity is the brand name, but I forgot the name of the chemical it is. But it's basically a weekly injection instead, so I only put it into myself once a week. And yeah. I have a funny story about insulin. Sure, let me hear it. Oh, that's better. Yeah, it's only weekly, so I don't have to poke myself every day. I remember it's funny though, because it's I don't know. I kind of got it, and like I told my family, and my family was just like, "What?" And I was just like, "Yeah." I wasn't surprised because of the fact that so many people in my family had gotten it. I honestly thought it was just a matter of time before I got it. So when I got diagnosed, I kind of was just like, "Well, that's life." Alright, we're going on a diet to try to get thinner for a wedding dress and all. Oh, I see. But she continued taking the usual amount of insulin. Okay. That makes sense. Ah, shit. An S rank spawned in Elpis. One day I get home, I see my sister. Oh my gosh, did she pass out? Yeah, that's one thing you gotta be careful about. Oh, why are you in my bedroom? Oh dear. Sister went to take a nap. Always the naps. How am I like second enmity? Like 3 mattresses. I had like 3 mattresses. 3 mattresses? Damn, that's a lot of mattresses. Damn! That must be a soft as fuck bed. Passed out and rolled around and hit the freaking wall with her face. Oof! Ouchies. Yeah, you gotta be careful with dieting with diabetes, because it's like, depending on your type, it might not go so well. um... Oh, she's a teacher. Right on. We love our teachers. I need some water. Oh, why did my fucking controller had to act up right there? What? Yeah. Bro, tank. Ah, I have a tank buster. I have a tank buster. Help! 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 Oh no. She got a black eye. Like, did she have to wear an eye patch for her wedding then? It's like the only thing I could like see happening. Tank, you gotta take the enmity back from the fucking Dragoon. That's the only thing. Oh dear. Ouch. Well, that's no fun. Freaking doctor is very suspicious. Oh no. Oh dear. I mean, it is crazy to get a black eye all of a sudden like that, yeah. That's kind of funny. Oh, not funny, but like I'm glad she was okay. But yeah, there's been different times where like I would kind of pass out because not pass out, but I would feel very like lightheaded because I would take like my metformin. And when I took metformin first, it took me a while to get used to it because for some people it works well, for some people it does not. And for me it works okay. It works good, but it's just in the beginning I had a lot of like um how do I describe it? There was a lot of like bowel movements basically. Husband thought, oh dear. I mean, I guess it's like, how do you get a black eye from the wall? Because it's like you tell people that, and it's just like, yeah, I got a black eye from the wall. And they're like, the wall? How did you get a black eye from your wall? Um, but yeah, there have been times where like I would not like eat, or I'd eat something very small because I just would. Like for example, breakfast. I don't really eat like a big breakfast. I eat a small one. So I would eat like half a bagel and then be like, well, I gotta take my metformin because I have to take it with meals. And I would end up woozy afterwards, and I'm like, this was not a good idea. Because I would tell my doctor, I'd tell the pharmacist I was, and he's like, are you taking it with meals? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you gotta make sure you take that with meals, or else you're gonna end up loopy afterwards because it's designed to, digest the sugar that you're taking in. So if you're not taking any sugar, it's gonna make you dizzy. But yeah, time went on. I adjusted my eating. I adjusted my intake of stuff and everything. But yeah. So you gotta be careful with that. But yeah. So now I just take metformin. I take a lot of metformin though. I take 100 milligrams for each meal to help keep my sugar down. It works though. So it's kind of hard though because like my sugar went up recently, and I know why it went up recently because I have not been paying attention to what I've been eating recently, and I'm like, oops. But like I'm kind of excited for Japan though because like my diet over there I feel like would be slightly more healthier than over here in the U.S. So that's why I'm also excited to go back to Japan because I'm like I feel like I'm gonna have a way better um diet at least. um, but yeah, so that's how it is with diabetes. Yeah, but it's not so bad. I can still eat like treat stuff, just not, every day or something like that. And for me, it was just, having to reduce a lot of my intake and stuff of some things. And I'll be honest, I'm also the type of person that I would like, what do you call, like binge eat sometimes, right? So, like, if I was depressed, I would eat. So that probably didn't help. Um, but yeah, it's just how it rolls. Do, do. Okay, now we're waiting for trials. I'm so mad I missed a rank. An EXO. Can someone floop it, please? Mm, darn, I'm so mad that I missed that rank. Help. I don't think there's any. Is there any other S ranks due? Let me see. Nail Rift on Behemoth could spawn pretty soon. Um, there's Ruminator. Oh wait, there's RX tab could spawn pretty soon. Hmm. The only annoying thing about hunts is when you see one has spawned and you're in a dungeon and you're like, I can't do anything because I'm in a dungeon. That's the sucky part. It's like I am in a dungeon. I can't do anything. That is annoying. That's where you ask yourself, can I leave? Can I leave? But then you're just like, no, I should not leave. That's not nice. And then it's just like, I would like to leave. Please let me leave. And it's like, no, 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 no. No, no, no. For trials. Ooh, I need to. Okay, 1 second. I just need to stretch. That's the only part about leveling a DPS jobs that everything takes so long. Oh, yay. Hmm. All right. The only sucky thing about DPS is that the queues take so long for stuff. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, really? Well, I started out as a healer, and so I was like, I don't feel like doing any DPS right now. So, who's gonna pull first? It's two of you. Don't make any sudden moves. No, I'm a healer main, so thank you. It's just literally all my portraits are like this, look the same, and then they just have me doing like a victory, and then they have me just like doing like the victory pose for each class. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here trying to make it like super difficult. So let me just do some basic. Like it's literally just my adventurer's plate, like just tuned for every class. Oh, how dare you turn me into an imp? Man, take this, you stupid octopus. Oh shit. How many of us? Oh, 4 of us are imps right now. Fun times, fun times. Ah, finally I'm back. Like, no, I'm a healer main. I like healing. Because then I don't gotta worry about DPS being weird. I just gotta worry about people being alive. Oh no, I'm a nymph again. Well, at least I look kind of cute though. Uh-oh. Ah! Oof. Oh. Ah, out of bounds. I'm trying to get back into bounds. Ugh, there we go. You gotta get rid of this fucking... Oh, Black Mage. The one job that I did somehow manage to get to 90, but it's also, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in it either, so I kind of gave up on it. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. At all. I was like playing it again with a friend because I was like, I need to like stop being so rusty at it. And then I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I got that class up to 90. I really don't, but like I'm like I play that class and I'm like I have no clue what I'm doing at all whatsoever. Oh, Argana spawned. Okay. Let's go to reunion. And the Loveland is a bit painful. Like, I mean, Loveland for any job is kind of meh, but like for me, it's just like some jobs, like I'm able to get them, and other jobs, I'm like, I got no fucking clue what I'm doing. Like, I just finished up Loveland Dragoon, and that was a pleasant experience. It was okay. It was okay. It was fun. Monk, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I really don't. All right, guys. Well, here we have another S rank, this time in the Azim Steep. It's that big old block thing. If it turns around, you can see its face. See, that's its face. It doesn't look too quite happy right now. But yeah, that's literally how it moves. It's quite funny, to be honest. I think it's... Is it stuck on the rock? I think it's stuck in the rock. Oh, no wonder it's so sad. I know for a fact that this rank, you can get this one to spawn by making sure a certain fate in the area never fails. That sounds very weird, but basically y'all know how fates have time limits, right? And then if like no one does it, it fails. So for this one, to get this one to spawn, you have to make sure that a certain fate does not fail before it spawns. So basically, it's just monitoring the one area that the fate is in over and over again, and as soon as you see it pop up, make sure you go do it to make sure it doesn't fail. I forgot which fate it is. It's like the fate that's like spawns over here in this corner. Um, no wonder this poor thing. This thing's literally stuck on that rock. It's like barely moving. Oh wait, no, it moved a little. But, like it was really stuck on that rock. Oh wait, let me put away prompt though. Well, okay. But yeah, so when you get to an S rank, you don't immediately pull it. That's very rude. The typical what's it etiquette is to wait 5 minutes after it's been announced. So it'll be announced in like a bunch of Discord servers and like link shells, basically being like calling all bitches, we got a hunt. So usually you wait after about 5 minutes once it's been announced publicly, and then you can go ham on it. And you also usually want to let whoever spawned it or whoever worked on the spawn in, whatever group of people, whether that's a group of people or only one person, you want to let them usually pull it because that's nice, and they're the ones who usually know when it was announced. So it's like, okay, we'll just let them do it. But yeah, so as you can see, I only hit it once with my dot, and then I usually just spam heals so that everybody else can help get enmity in my party. Oh my gosh! Hi Morgan, how's it hanging? Forever surprising me with that sound. Oh, hello, hello, how's it hanging? My alerts are echoing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, really? OBS, I'm about to call it quits. I don't know why they're echoing though. What could be echoing though? Because I have my sound alerts on their own separate, like, um, I made my sound alerts on like their own separate, like, sound source because for the longest time people were saying we can't hear sound alerts. And I was like, really? Because I thought it was in my desktop audio. But so then I made like a new sound source for it. So I'm wondering if like it's playing in both my desktop audio and like my sound alerts because I'm gonna be honest. I know this is like really bad, and I should fix this. But I still use my desktop audio for like so much things. I don't have like a separate little audio source for everything because I'm like really lazy. Like I literally have the plugin to like separate all my audio, but I just don't. And I was like, I really should like fix that, but I'm so lazy. um, I'm very lazy. But okay. Well, thanks for letting me know that because I'll keep that in mind. That's really weird. I don't know why it's doing that then. That's weird. I wonder if it's just like miraculously started like working on my if my sound alerts just out of suddenly miraculously started working on desktop audio again. If that's the case, that would be like a little bit annoying. Um, but that's weird. Because on my end, I only hear it like once. I don't hear it echoing, so it's a little bit weird. Um, okay. Well, I gotta fix on that. All right, guys. So that was another S rank hunt. So that one's a Stormblood one, right? Because we were in the Zeem step. But yeah, there are S ranks for every single expansion. Even a Realm Reborn ones, people will do and wait on those. Because yeah. Um, but But yeah, I know I need to fix my sounds. They're bad. I literally still use desktop audio and I shouldn't. Especially for like collabs. I'm like, I really need to stop using desktop audio because then the game and like my like Discord like stuff is connected and I'm like, that's not good. Ah, but hi Trippy. Thank you for the hearts. Ouch. Thanks for the hearts. How are you doing? How's it hanging? I know I need to fix my sound things, but one day I will. I was like going to for a stream and then I saw all the issues and then I was like, no. Because I'm also a type of person who I use like multiple game captures and I'm like, oops. I know you're not supposed to, but like for some odd reason, like I'll open OBS and like it'll be like just use like the one where it's like, you know, do it like auto detects any full screen like application. That never works for me for some reason. Like it never detects a full screen application, so I have to do the choose specific window. And then sometimes it doesn't even do that specific window until I delete the source and remake a new one. So I have like about 7 game capture sources because OBS will be like, we can't detect anything. The OBS would be like, I do not see. And I'm like, bitch, you need to start seeing. It's like funny because I'll run like a bug report. I remember when I was running bug reports, it would be like, you have a lot of game captures. And I'm like, yeah, I have a lot of game captures because you're not recognizing. You're not recognizing the game. And I don't know what to do anymore in that regard. So, this is where we are. But hey, Trippy, thanks for joining us. I hope you're having a good one. We're just doing some leveling in Final Fantasy XIV, and then we're also doing some hunts on the side. And once I'm done with leveling, I was actually going to show you guys how we can get into spawning some hunts. But, I know that our own exab was about to be. I know someone was preparing for our own X-tab. Oh. Alright, finally. And this one's gonna be Crystal Tower because I'm only level 55 on Monk and yeah. Very, very sorry to anyone in this run who was just like, I hope I get something other than Crystal Tower raids, and they don't. I'm very, very sorry. I'm just trying to level here. Oh, I need to stretch my neck. 1 second. Oh, sorry, I need to stretch my neck. Ugh. So if my model looks like weird for a little bit, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just like moving my neck. I'm doing my own stretchies. Just for my... Okay, that's better. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, that's better. That's better next. Make sure you guys stretch out your necks yourself, especially if you've been sitting down in one place for too damn long. Better make sure. Ooh, why did the sky get all dark outside? Ooh, it's about to rain. It's about to rain again, ain't it? God damn it. Wi-Fi, you better not be doing any mean, stupid shit. Oh, no. No, 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 no. 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 Okay. Sorry. As soon as I see that little, square start to go, like, orange, I'm like, no, we're not doing that today. Do, 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 do. Here we are. Uh-oh. But yeah, ooh, it's all dark outside. That's what I hate about living in fucking Midwest. You could be just enjoying your day or whatever, and then it'll be all nice and sunny, and then boom, the clouds roll in, and then like 15 minutes later, it's like raining, like the floodgates have opened. That's what happened yesterday. Literally, we had like hard, heavy rain for a good little bit. I was just like, where did y'all come from? I was like so glad that I decided to go to the movies like at the time that oops, got wrong way. I'm so happy I went to the movies at the time that I did yesterday because it was raining hard like a couple hours after I came home, and I was like, oops, okay. That way. There we go. But yeah, I went to go see Super Mario Brothers. Has anyone else seen a Super Mario Brothers movie yet? Yes? No? Have you guys? If you haven't, you should. It's a good movie. I saw it yesterday and it was very fun. I haven't yet. Oh, you haven't yet? You need to go. It's a good movie. It has my stamp of approval, which honestly might not mean much, but it's a very fun movie. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Very, very fun. All right, put a little bit of a feint on this bitch. It was a very fun movie. Would see it again. Probably not in theaters though, because I was like reminded as to why I did not like theaters when I went to the movie theater. I mean, it was nice going to the movies, but it was also just like, gosh, I'm reminded why I didn't like maybe the movies in the first place. It's just like food's so fucking expensive there, and I know why it's expensive because of the fucking stupid business model. Because that's what they use to pay all their workers. They make no profits from the tickets, but gosh damn. But gosh damn, I was just like, I literally paid $17 for like a large popcorn and a drink, and I was just like, that's a lot of money. Literally, I was like, that's a lot of money, but it was still fun. But I will admit the seats though, like theater I was in was reclining, so I'm like, oh, that's nice. So I got to like push my seat down and like recline, and I was like, oh, this is nice. Plus, I realized that like the theater near me is actually participating in the Studio Ghibli series events that they've been doing recently, where they're like replaying like Studio Ghibli movies in theaters. I was just like, oh my gosh, really? I'm like, okay, I might have to keep going there because I'm like, I want to see some movies. Um, Cause like I don't know why it took me so long to like watch Studio Ghibli movies. But it just has. So like I didn't see a lot of them. So like I didn't see Spirited Away until I didn't see Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle until 2018 when like I went to Japan and like the dorm I was staying in had like a movie night. Um yeah, that's when I decided to go see. That's when I saw those movies. But I was like, oh, that's funny. Don't. But that's when I decided to go see those movies. I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, I saw that they're gonna be showing them in theaters, and I'm like, shit, maybe I'll go because usually the thing is about those events is that no one usually goes to them that often. So it's really nice going to them honestly because nobody really goes to them that often, and so I'm like, yay, I can go and it'll be like quiet and shit. But yeah, so and like it's not like the movie theater's far from me. It's just right down the road. But oftentimes I'm just like, I don't want to go. All right, move on to this way. But yeah, I'm just not much of a movie. Like I like movies, but like I guess I'm not too much of a theater person. I don't know. Maybe it's because I worked in like a movie theater for a little bit, and I got so tired of people that I was just kind of just like, I've had enough of you. They're also showing like Suzume in the theater here as well, which I was surprised at. I'm like, they're showing Suzume here? I didn't realize that. I don't know if I'm gonna go see it though. Admittedly I've never seen a Makoto Shinkai movie. I don't know. They just really haven't appealed to me. I know they're like very critically acclaimed and all that stuff, but I'm like, it's I don't know. I know they're critically acclaimed and all, but I'm like, yeah. I think for myself, I won't really be watching too much of it. Um, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I've only seen Your Name. Oh yeah, that one's a big popular one. I haven't seen any of them. I have not seen Your Name either. I was just kind of like, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's a good movie. I don't know why. I like read the summary of it. And I'm just like, it looks all right. I just read the summary and I'm like, it looks alright. Like I'm like, it looks alright. Like it looks alright. Oh shit, which one are we attacking? Oh, we're attacking that one. I haven't seen any of them, but like I like Studio Ghibli movies a lot. I haven't seen much of them. It was like weird. Like I just honestly hadn't seen much of them growing up. But like I said, I don't really go to the movies much. It's not exactly the best pastime of mine. Like, oh yay. It is what it is. Oh, I hope I'm playing Monk well. Probably not, but I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. Oh dear, it started raining heavily though. It's like crazy because the sky got all dark so quickly. And it's just like, oh, oh, okay. All right, last little boss before we get to the final boss. I remember I saw someone doing this boss on like minimum eye level, so like they couldn't just like cheese it super duper easily. And it was really funny because it was like, oh my gosh, you guys like act. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to burp on screen. I'm sorry. I remember seeing someone play this with minimum eye level, and I was just like, wow, you actually have to do the mechanics. Crazy. There we go. All right, last boss, good old Plaguelathon. I think that's what he's called. Plaguelathon? Yeah, I think that's what he's called. As you can tell, I'm not very confident, but whatever. I don't know. Some bosses' names are hard. Plaguethon. Plaguethon? Okay. I'm not good at Greek. Sue me. I'm not good at Greek. All right, let's just take this boss on and do all that good stuff. Dude, you were in the wrong. Oh, poor dude. I was just like, why is he doing all the way over there? Huh. Okay, there we go. I need to remember to use True North more, but like I honestly will forget to use it, and I'm like, oops. But yeah. But yeah, the next movie, let's see, since we're talking about movies, the next movie I'm gonna see in theaters will be the Barbie movie, probably. Because I don't think anything else is coming out in the meantime that I'm interested in. So, yeah, we will be watching. We will be watching for sure, for sure. I cannot wait for the Barbie movie. I am definitely looking forward to it. About to be peak cinema right here. So I am absolutely, positively excitement. Okay, I need to check my retainers. They're finishing up their venture. But yeah, I'm so excited for the Barbie movie. I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so much fun. Oh, I need to do my job quest. Okay. Oh, I have a job quest due. I need to go do that. 2 sacks of camphor. I actually don't know what camphor is. So that's fun. Okay, I need to go check that then. But then I need to go do my job quest. Okay. We only got 2 more roulettes left. We got MSQ, and then we got front lines. Alright, I got a giant pumpkin. I don't know who else needs this giant pumpkin. But please feel free to take it. Alright, let's see. What's in this venture coffin? 2 pots of general purpose dark green dye. Well, it's not dye that I need. One, 899. 4, 4, 99. Oh dear, why did I set these all to the same price? One, 1, 5, 9. Alright, there we go. Alright, now to go to Mordona. Let's see if we can get any more information out of these peeps. Oh dear, what happened to this girl? I stopped. Oof. Okie dokie, artichoke. Lie in wait at the specified location and defeat your pursuers. Alright, surveying. Sheesh, attacking me like this out of nowhere. Think we could go. Okie dokie, let's see through here. Internet, don't be a butt. Damn, why is he all the way over here? In the beginning, all 7 of their need restored. Alright, time to go back to Revenant's Toll. Only person to have opened all 14 chakra. Oh, okie dokie, artichoke. Okay. Just 2 more front lines, and then from there, I think we can just focus on hunts. Oh, I forgot to do my custom deliveries this week. Should probably go do those. Okay, let's see. Botany. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I could gather all the things I needed from only one single node. All right, so we have that. All right, so let me go to Router's Reach and drop these off real quick. Oh. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, I won't get all the White Gatherer script. Okay, 1 second. I need to go unload my scripts. Let me see. Just spend some on this here. And then how much do I have? Oh, purple eyes, I don't have a lot. Okay, that's fine. There's this one, that one, and that one. Okay, let's see what other custom deliveries we can do. Alright, go all the way to Stavnir and do some school supplies. Alright, there we go. 1. Okay, how many more do I need? I only need like 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. Alright, 1 more. And then 1 more. Okay, and then we can collect the rest of these. Man, I'm surprised my queue hasn't even popped yet. Jeez. The only thing that sucks about DPS. If I was like leveling a healer or a tank, I'd be done with roulettes by now. Okay, let me go deliver these. Ah, okay. Of course, this thing pops as soon as I come in. Yeah, of course, this thing pops as soon as I come in here. Aw, the good old Praetorium. Not as long as it used to be, though. Honestly, though, it was smart of them to cut down this into like different segments and make it shorter. Because I'm like, I don't think anybody enjoyed how long this was. I don't know what I should have for dinner. I need to go grocery shopping. I got paid and then all my money immediately went to bills and rent. It's just like, it's like, man, I really need to go eat something. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner though. I need to go get some milk though. Do you guys ever like have an issue where you just forget that you have food in the fridge and so it just ends up spoiling? But it's like a certain type of food that spoils fast, so it's just inevitable. For me, it's milk. I have this issue with milk because milk does not last as long as I would like it to last, unfortunately. And I'll forget that it's in there, and then by the time I want to use it for something, right? Like I'm craving something with milk, it's like spoiled. And I'm like, then I end up throwing up a whole thing of milk away, and then I buy more milk, and then the cycle repeats itself over and over again. And I'm like, it's like I don't know what to do anymore because I'm like it's not like it's like I mean sure I don't drink milk every day, I just want it for the things I want to use it for, but it just expires so quickly and I'm just like great, now I'm stuck with not being able to use much milk. Not quite the same thing. I don't know, it just goes away from me and I'm just like I don't know what to do anymore. Help. Would I be in a package of expired Ferrero Rocher? Oh no, because you didn't realize it was expired? Oh, because you're like, surely this thing isn't that like. I mean, that's definitely happened to me where I've eaten like expired food. I've eaten expired Oreos before, if it makes you feel any better. And I didn't realize they were expired, and then I'm like, they taste okay. And then you look at the date and you're like, ooh, that was not smart of me. But you didn't realize it because you're like, yeah, I didn't have these in here for that long. And it's just like, you did have these in here for that long. And you're just like, I'm like, oops, I didn't realize that. And you're just like, why? What is my life at this point? You're just like contemplating stuff. Because of the taste. Oh. Well, sometimes at least you could tell so that you didn't end up eating it. Like, I sometimes cannot tell because it'll still taste okay. And then I'll look at the date and I'll be like, oh, well, that's not bad. And then I'll be feeling it in like an hour or so because my body will adjust it and be like, what the fuck is this? And then I'm on the toilet and I'm like, okay. They just kept going. Like, who cares at this point anymore? It just keep going at this point. It's just like, it doesn't. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, I just wish sometimes food didn't expire so quickly. And I'm like, I know some food, because of the nature of it, it will, but like it sucks because my ADHD will just forget that it's there or in whatever, and then I'll be like, no, it expired, and then I'm just like, phooey. Like that's like the sucky thing. That's like what I'm complaining about here is that I'm just like, really? Really? But yeah, so that's me. My eternal enemy right now is milk. Because of the fact I keep forgetting it's in my fridge and it expires so quickly. Like you buy a thing of milk and it expires in like less than a week. And I'm like, ah. So then I try to buy myself like a half-gallon, right? And not like the huge gallon thing. And like even a half-gallon sometimes I can't finish. Except if it's during the winter because I drink a lot of hot chocolate. But like it's getting warmer now, so I'm not like really in a hot chocolate mood anymore. But like I bought a whole bunch of pasta things that you need milk for them, and my milk's expired. And so I'm like, well, now I can't cook them because I'm all out of milk. And I'm like, I can't continue to do this. It's also a waste of money. That's why I'm just like, no. My milk. My milk. My milk. I also need to get bread. I keep forgetting to buy bread, and I really need to get bread because I'm about to run out of shit for sandwiches, and that's not going to be fun. Ugh. I recently bought bologna again the other day because I have not had like a good, decent bologna sandwich in so long, and like eating that sandwich, I felt like I was transported back to oh, I lost my train of thought, but so I'm like, okay, well, there. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit sleepy sheepy. I might have to end up stream early because I'm really hungry right now and I feel like I need to eat something or else I'm going to attack the next thing I see. Next paycheck, I have to go grocery shopping. I have to. There we go. Or else all my paycheck will just get eaten up by rent again. I'm tired of living in this mortal coil. I'm so serious. I'm tired of waking up every day and having to pay for stuff. Let me just sleep. Honestly, I really, you know that one like TikTok audio that's just like, I wish I was a cat. No work, no school, just meow meow. That's literally what I be like sometimes. Like I really wish I was just a cat. All I did was sleep and eat and go to the bathroom, and that's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I want to be. I just want to be a little kitty cat and then just have to not worry about anything and get petted and get fawned over because I am adorable. And then that's it. That's it. Right? That'll be perfect. Completely and utterly unfair that that is not my life. That I am not a cat. Very offensive, I think. Very offensive, y'all. Cannot believe that I was not born a cat. Very upset now. Meow meow. Ooh, though, exciting news though. Like, my new model is legit in the finishing stages, y'all. It's like, definitely probably going to unveil it probably soon. Probably within the next 2 weeks, I would say. Within the next 2 weeks, it's like almost done. I'm so excited. Yeah, so it's coming. But it's coming, and I'm excited, and I can literally feel the energy starting to run out of me right now. Oh gosh, this is not fun. Okay, no, we're gonna power through. We're gonna power through this dungeon, and then I'll end stream. Gosh darn. All that's on my mind right now is food. Food. You know, one thing I do miss from having my streams like done during the day was like doing like the stream treats thing, and like people were able to order food for me. That was fun. I can't do it anymore because I stream at night, and so like all the food places that like I would like to eat from are like closed or whatever. And like it's like I don't want to be ordering food at like 9 p.m. at like 10 p.m. at night, because I'm like, that's not a smart idea. That was fun. But yeah, I'll end stream here. I'm gonna go do some ASMR work though after this stream. I need to actually start typing out a script. I need to go do some ASMR work after this stream. They won't have much else to do between waiting for hunts. Yep. I'm gonna go do some work. I'm gonna go do some behind the scenes work after stream, so that you guys can have cool content to watch. Because I need to start doing more video content, because not everyone's able to watch live streams and stuff, right? So, or like they're not able to be there when I'm live streaming, so I want to make more video content so that people don't feel like, oh, I need to come to this live stream now. No. I never want to make anyone feel like pressured or anything, so that's why I want to do more video content stuff. Alright, moving forward now. Now we gotta wait for Nero to do his big, long-ass speech. But yeah, don't eat expired Oreos, though. I think I remember actually saying that on stream, though, and tweeting about it, though, because I think I did it, like, during 2021. And I remember tweeting, like, y'all do not eat expired Oreos. Really don't, because I I literally like fucking was on the toilet after that. It was absolutely fucking awful. um it was absolutely McFucking awful. There was like so many. I was just like, I'm never doing this again. Because like in my mind, I was just like, what like Oreos expire anyway? And then it's just like chomp, and I'm like, never again. Never, never do that again. There's just a subtle stale taste. Like it kind of tasted stale, right? Like I could like taste the staleness, but I was like, that's not that bad. And then I was just like, it is that bad. I was like, oh, it's not that bad. And then I was like, no, this is bad. Like this is awful. It was. Do not eat expired Oreos, y'all. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm telling you this right now. Do not do it. Do not eat any sort of expired like snacks that might seem like they won't expire because they have like a bunch of preservatives. No, those things have expiration dates on them for a reason. They will expire, and you will be literally laying there on the floor, like, oh my gosh, I have so many regrets. um, so don't do that. Don't do that. No, no, no good. No good. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, no. Man, now I got ASMR in my brain. Oh, I love ADHD. I love ping pong. I love ping ponging from different topics. I love going from spoiled food to I'm hungry and I need food to man, that's crazy how I ate expired Oreos to I need to work on ASMR stuff and then just ping ponging behind that four different things. I think the only thing I really need to work on with ASMR stuff is add in like sound effects, right? Because I'm like, but will those like take someone out? Like, I guess I need to like ask around, like for you ASMR aficionados, or of those who just like casually listen in. Like, do you prefer ASMR with like sound effects, especially if it's like a fantasy role play sort of thing, or do you prefer like just talking? That's what I need to ask. Because like for some things, it's quite easy to make the sounds of them like I don't know, the rustling of like a piece of paper or like knocking on a door or something like that. That's really easy to do. That's like something I feel like that's fine. But then it's like other stuff. I'm like, if it's like a fantasy one where there's magic or whatever, would like hearing like a magic sound like from a soundboard, would that take you out of like the ASMRness or what? I don't know. That's what I wonder sometimes. So I'm gonna ask around, which is really just you guys. Feel free to tell me your guys' thoughts and opinions because you guys are my target audience after all. Um, but if there's one thing I love hearing is feedback. So if I don't hear anything feedback, like I know some people are just like, you don't always need feedback. But I don't know, like whenever I don't hear feedback, I get a bit nervous because I'm just like, if someone's giving you feedback, it's because they want to see you improve, right? Like in my mind, I'm always just like hearing no feedback back is like the worst because you're like, oh, just don't give a damn. And like I know some of you are probably just like, I really don't care about ASMR anyway, and I'm like, that's valid. Like, that's valid to not really give a damn about ASMR, right? Because obviously I know not all of you listen to ASMR or care or whatever. Um, for those of you who do, it's always very, very special, super duperly helpful as a content creator to hear feedback from your community on what they like and what they don't like. Sometimes I really feel like, because like what I used to do back when I used to run like random projects online and stuff is that I would literally ask for like feedback from people. Like I would literally make like a Google survey and literally like ask like, can y'all fill out this form and tell me what you guys would like to see improvements of. And like sometimes I feel like doing that for like my streams or whatever, but then I'm like really scared because I'm just like, oh, what if it's like something that I can't do, right? Like, you know how they say ignorance is bliss? Like, that's how I'm trying to live right now sometimes. So I'm just like, I don't know if I want someone to tell me. Like, it's like you want feedback, but it's also just like, I'm scared to hear any feedback. And then it's like, well, what if this person's just saying that to be nice to me and I really, really do need to improve, right? It's like, ugh, crazy. It's like, crazy. And they're just like, those are like a million thoughts a minute. And I'm like, you're right. They are a million thoughts a minute because this is just how I roll. It's a million thoughts a minute because that's literally how I roll and that's literally how I think. I cannot help it. But yeah, it's how it's just, you know, little some of the thoughts that be going in my brain all the time and stuff. But I still do appreciate all the support I get. Sometimes you get like that really bad like imposter syndrome and you're just like, do I even deserve to have this support? But, it is what it is. Hmm. But still, I'm grateful for all the support I get, even if it's tiny. Like I said, there are some days where I am just like, maybe I should like stop streaming, you know? Like, I don't know, like sometimes you just have those days where you're just like, I should not be streaming anymore. I should just stop and give up and just, stick to my day job as they say. But then something happens and you just kind of keep going and you're just like, "Oh, okay. Wait, wrong way." Wrong way. And it just makes you want to keep going. So, oh, I know there was going to be S rank spawn on Behemoth. But yeah. So to all of you who watch me and stuff like that, know that I appreciate you and I love you. And I hope that you are having an amazing time. Oh, dun, 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 dun. But yeah, because I think some people are just like, oh, I feel bad that I can't support like my favorite streamer or whatever, and like, I feel bad that I can't support like my favorite streamer, whatever, monetarily. And like I always say, whether you support someone monetarily or not, like that's not the thing that matters, right? Like whether you work or whether you're actually like supporting someone with money, like if you're subscribing, if you give them bits every so often, like it all adds up in a sense. So that's why, at least for me, I'm just like, um,
Do you
but yeah,
believe in
like whether you
Eorzea?
sub or not, it's up to you. But I appreciate everything. That's why I tell people whether they sub, I like you. Whether you don't, I like you. Whether
Eorzea's
you just
unity
watching
is
me, I like
forged
you.
of falsehoods. Its
But
city-states are
yeah.
built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you
Uh,
truly believe
yeah, I
them
need to go
your
eat.
guardians, why do you
I
not
sometimes
request
wonder if I should
trusted
start streaming
servants of
earlier or something.
Wellencartano and call
I'm
them
thinking to
down?
myself, 3 p.m. Maybe that's a little bit too late.
They will
Like, I
answer
guess I
you.
say 3
So
p.m.
long
so
as
that I
you
can keep
lavish
in
them
mind, like,
with
other time
presents and
zones, you
gorge them
know?
on ether,
Right? So, like, if someone's, like, in a different time
your
zone,
gods
like,
are
if someone's on the
protected
West
from
Coast,
those of
right?
the
Like, 1
beasts.
p.m. over here.
Icons, everyone.
Let's see.
Except for
1,
this.
12,
And
11,
you will see
and
how
then West
Eorzea's
Coast
faith
is
is
10 a.m. on
bleeding
the
the
West
land
Coast, right?
dry.
So, like, I try to keep in mind people's, like,
Nor is this
different,
unknown to your masters,
what's
which
the word?
prompts
They're
the
different,
question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning,
they're
even
different,
the great Louis
what's
Smog,
the
to
word? Different
grovel
time
at their
zones. I
feet?
try to keep that in mind. So I have to
The
stream. The
answer?
only reason why I stopped
Your masters lack the
streaming at like
strength
8
to do
p.m. on Fridays is
otherwise.
because I noticed that my viewership seemed to
For
be
the
higher
world
when I started an
commands you
hour
to
later.
anything.
So
Man
I was
must
like,
own
okay, let
the
me do
world.
9 p.m. on both Fridays and Saturdays.
To this
And then it
end,
also
he
gives me a
hath
little bit
fought
more time
ever
to
to
prepare
raise
to and to
himself through
unwind right
conflict,
after.
to grow rich through conquest. And when
Um,
the dust of
but
battle
yeah.
settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. Knowing this, but a single path is open to the
All
imminent
right.
ruler,
Finally,
that
guys,
of
is done
false
with this
worship,
little
a path which leads to
monologue or
purgation
whatever.
and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation.
So he does his little
Come,
whatever.
champion of
But
Eorzea, face me.
um
Your defeat shall serve as
but
proof
like if I
of my
always say, because I think
majesty
sometimes though in
rule.
this climate people are like, well, what's the best way I can support a
It is
curator
only right that I should
monetarily?
take your realm.
But
But none
like
among you has the
so that it
power
goes
to stop
directly to
me.
them. And if you are curious about that, because you want to support someone monetarily, but you don't know the best way to do so, because everyone has so many different sites today, right? You got subscribing, you got subbing on YouTube, you got join the memberships, not sub, you got subbing on Twitch, you got join memberships on YouTube, you see coffees, you see all these things, and you're probably just like, what's the best? I will always say this. Like I said, I am grateful for everything. But I know that for most creators, direct donations will always be the best because that's directly going in our pockets. Twitch, is not going to take a cut from any of those. The only thing that's going to get like reduced from those is like the processing fee that PayPal takes, right? But that's whatever. But besides that, that's it. I'm gonna get like the full, amount that you donate stands the processing fee. Because like, if you guys are familiar with YouTube, right? YouTube has like super chats, which is kind of like, I would describe it's kind of like bits on Twitch, right? That like you can donate $5 and then your message will get like highlighted on stream. But like with bits, it's like I would say kind of it's like that with bits because when people do alerts, you can see that on screen too. So the thing is with that though, right, is that I know YouTube used to only take 30% of super chats, right? And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. But they changed it and now they take 50%. So legit, if you send like, let's say, let's say you send like $10 to your creator with super chats on YouTube, they're only gonna get $5 of it. So then, of course, that like as that increases, it gets even exponential. Like you'll send $100 on super chats to someone on YouTube, they're only gonna get $50, and I'm like, that's crazy. But yeah, YouTube upped the cut they take, and I'm like, that's shitty of them to do so. I will say though that YouTube still has a cut of 30% for memberships. And then yeah, um, and then on Twitch, it's 50-50. So Twitch takes half of a cut for my memberships, for my subscribers. So like if you subscribe at $5, right, I'll get 250. Um, and then from bits, I make the entire thing. So like if you send me like, you know, 100 bits, that's like $1, right? So it's a bit, it's a cent for every bit. Um, and then I can't think of anything. But yeah, if you're always just like, well, I have like a little bit of money and I want to throw out my favorite creators' way, how's the best way I can do that? Donations. If you're a creator, I think most creators these days, of course, they have like a direct donation link. So like if you see that they have like either Streamlabs or Stream Elements, they'll have like a tip page. You can do that. Some people use coffee because they like it. So there's also coffee because coffee doesn't take anything. It's only the processing fees from PayPal, right? So you can also use their coffee if they have a coffee. Like I know a lot of creators or like especially artists, they do, right? Especially if they have a shop or something on coffee. So you can use coffee. And then, yeah, I just have my Stream Elements tip page because I don't think I need a coffee really. Because I don't really offer. It's like I don't really offer anything in terms of coffee, like shops or anything like that. So I don't really have a coffee. But that's the basic things I can give you. And then, of course, if you're just like, well, I don't have any money to support my favorite creator, lurking is important, right? So, like, even the views that you give are important because those still count as ad views, right? And even though there's not a lot of money to be made in ad revenue, every bit helps. Um, that there's participated in chat if you can. Obviously, some people are more social than others. So if you want to participate in chat or not, that's okay. But if you do, it's always nice. I would say share your favorite creator with others. So like if you follow your creator on like Twitter, you know, retweet their tweets, like whether they're going live or if they post their schedules or anything like that. That's important to retweet that those. And but yeah, that's the best way I can think of, like for free. If you want to support someone for free, it's just watch them, retweet their stuff, etc., etc., and yeah. So you don't have to always pay for something, right? Especially if you can't afford it yourself. But these days creators take, especially the retweeting and stuff, like especially the way that social media has like completely algorithms have completely what's the word? The way that they've completely suppressed and stuff. Retweeting and liking stuff helps a lot. It's quick, it's easy, and it's free. So I definitely recommend you do that. Okay, so that is all for me today because I'm very hungry and I need to go eat something. I need to go eat. So that's all for me today. But thank you guys for stopping by stream today, even if it was for a little bit. I hope I was able to make your Sunday slightly more interesting. So thanks for stopping by. Um, I don't know who we can go raid. Oh, Marceline's streaming. Go raid. But yeah, I'll be back next week as always, and yeah, I really, really, really am trying to work on more ASMR stuff. It's a slow progress because of course you guys know I got a full-time job, but it's a slow progress, but I'm working on it as with anything. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that, of course. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, of course, as well. And yeah. So I will see you guys all next week. I hope you all have a lovely oh, come on. My sticky notes could load so I can put in the raid message. That would be nice. Sticky notes. Here we go. If you can join in the raid, that's appreciated. If you can't, that's okay too. But it's always nice to spread the love. But yeah, I hope you all have a rest of your lovely day. Keep it classy, keep it sexy, and I will see you in your dreams. Bye bye.